Good afternoon, everyone. It's Steve, KI5JUF. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday afternoon. So I kind of did a different type of video today. We actually had a good friend David and some other folks here in the local Abilene Ham Club needed some help putting up a Rohn 50 antenna. So we jumped over there about 9 o'clock this morning, and there was another guy, Randy, and his son Chris. So I thought I would take the opportunity just to take some pictures and kind of go through a little bit about my experience today. So it was kind of cool. This was a very nice first class installation. Uh, David actually did all of the everything himself and all the mounting and everything, and it was absolutely first class. So what we're looking at here, this is kind of where we are. He was at about 30 feet up in the air. And what we're going to show you in the next couple of videos is we're going to actually, or the pictures, we're going to actually stack some additional pictures showing you how we use the gin pole and so forth. So what we'll do first is we'll show you a couple of the custom antennas he's got, and we'll kind of take you along here, and I'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and pause, and I'll be right back. This picture here is a bracket that David actually made himself, and what this bracket is, this allows him to mount his GP3 on the side of the Rohn Tower. So this was pretty cool. I did something similar to this using mending plates, but this, what David did here, this was absolutely first class. I mean, this was really nice, and he's got that mounted on, he's got a GP3 mounted on the side of that. So that was really pretty cool, and that was just great, awesome work, David. This was another bracket that David made. This is actually for his off-fed center pole, or his diapole. The diapole is actually a vertical, and it's got various traps in it, which I'll show you here. He's got various traps for 40 meter and 80 meter, and I think 160. And I've got some pictures of the traps I'll show you when we get that antenna up. It was pretty cool also. So the next one I'll show you coming up is a diapole. This is also a custom-made dipole David made, and this one here is he's just got it mounted temporarily on a PVC pipe, but you can see he's got the two radials going in both directions. Just really nice work on this one. This picture here shows you the one side of it here. This is just a little bit of a close-up, but you can see how he's got the radials mounted and so forth. Now in the next picture, you'll actually get to see the SO238 connector. So it's again really just first class all the way. This was just an amazing experience today. There you go. There's the 238 connection. Real nice there. Pretty cool. Just excellent work. This is a picture of the actual beam that's going to go on top. It's going to be a horizontal, and it was for fun, we picked this thing up. It weighs about 40 pounds, believe it or not. So that was pretty cool. That's what it looks like. And he's going to have a rotator on there, which is actually going to rotate the actual antenna itself. And we'll show you a picture of that here. Next coming up, we got a close-up, and this is a close-up coming. There we go. He's got a ballon there, and that's pretty amazing. There's a PVC pipe. This is actually where he's going to have it mounted and so forth. But again, first class all the way. And this is the picture of the rotor. This rotor has, it's an 8-pin connector. I don't know the brand of it, but it is really impressive. I mean, when I first looked at it, it just looked as heavy duty as anything you could ever imagine. But that rotator will actually rotate that horizontal antenna. It's got an 8-pin connector and a nice cable that goes all the way back to the controller in the ham shack. First class all the way, David. All right, so now we get to the fun stuff here. This is the antenna. We're right at 30 feet up in the air. Chris is up there right now working. You can't really see him. But he is working the gin pole, and you can see the gin pole there. We've got the rope coming down, and we're trying to extend the next 10-foot section that will actually sit on the existing 30-foot section, and this will take the tower up to 40. We actually got the tower up to 40 feet today, so this was pretty cool. He was able to get that mounted. It's a good example of learning how to use the gin pole. That was really amazing how you actually just pulled that entire piece up above the 30-foot section, and you carefully lowered it down with the rope while you guided it onto the actual 3 different poles coming up on the triangular antenna. Pretty cool. There's another picture of Chris up there working. As you can see, of course, we got the safety harnesses on, we got ropes and everything. Everything was really, really cool, just very, very safe. And, one thing when you get the experience where I'm kind of going with this is I'm going to actually climb this tower today. So I was a little nervous at first, but they had the proper safety harness and everything. So I strapped up and actually went up almost 40 feet, and I got some pictures of that too. So that was kind of pretty cool. So I'll show you. We got one more picture coming up here. There's another picture of Chris. He's actually climbing it also. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff there. He's got his safety boots on and everything. And he really helped me out a lot. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. He gave me some guidance and kind of coached me through it. Kind of had a lot of questions, and I was always a little bit nervous going up, but he talked me through it and kind of reassured me. And it wasn't that bad. It's just pretty cool. So the next thing I'll show you kind of brought me back to some memories of my dad. He actually he did a tower also, and what I'll show you here is there's a picture of Dad, myself, Dad, and me. This is about the time frame when Dad was a ham radio operator, K5EHL, and there's of course me acting all goofy and everything. But this was over in Fort Worth. We lived off of Merida, and this is where Dad had his 50-foot tower. So this was pretty cool. So there I am again, acting goofy and everything, running out in the backyard. But if you look right there to the left, you'll see the tower. That's the actual 50-foot tower that Dad had over off of Merida in Fort Worth. So today's experience was kind of cool because I thought, well, I got to share something my dad actually did, and I never thought I would. The next picture this is a picture of Dad. He's got a 3-element horizontal, and he has got that's his tower. So he is up there working on it and doing the deal, getting everything done. This was around 1967 timeline. So anyway, there he is in South Fort Worth working on the antenna. So pretty cool. All right, so this is where things got pretty cool. There I am up there working on it. I don't know if you can see that I was trying to do this in paint, and that wording may not be there, but where you see the arrow, that's me up there working. I've got the hard hat on, the safety vest and so forth, and Chris is up there helping me through everything. So very, very good experience. And I'll tell you, just to tell you what the experience was like to go up on one of these towers. It's very slow on your first time going up. You have to have safety boots on and everything, and it's one step at a time. You go very, very slow, and I would pause for a minute or two, and I would just kind of breathe, exhale, catch my breath because it was kind of breathing fast and everything. But once you get up there and you have the safety harness and you see how it's secured you, and you also have the safety harness that you're wearing, what you end up realizing is that you can let go. You can turn wrenches and bolts and nuts and everything, and you can actually, you get comfortable where you can lean back into the safety harness, and it actually got very comfortable there. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't scared. I looked down all the time. Nobody. I wasn't freaking out or anything, and it kind of came to a point where you learn to trust your safety harness and everything that you have affixed to the pole. And I could literally lean back and just put my arms in the air and do whatever I wanted to. So it was kind of a cool experience, but it was kind of risky going up, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And thanks again to Chris. There's another picture of us working again. We used a little kitty litter box to catch all our parts and everything, but that's just another view of me up on the antenna. And there we have that's the antenna. This is the dipole that he has there, or the off-fed center pole. It's a dipole, but it's got multiple traps on it, and these traps allow you to go to 40 meters and 80 meters and so forth. So that was pretty cool. There it is again. You can actually see the traps on it. So like I say, we're 40 feet up in the air, and when we started, we were actually 30 feet, but now we're 40. And you can see we've got the gin pole ready to extend the next section. So anyway, pretty cool experience. So just wanted to thank David and Randy and Chris. Great experience today. Who would have thought I would ever climb a full-size commercial grade Rohn high quality tower? It was pretty experience. So again, thanks to everybody. Just wanted to share this. Like I said, nothing really too crazy today. I do have some plans. I'm working on some videos. thinking about doing some videos on some math problems and so forth, but one of the things I'm thinking about is figuring out maybe getting an oscilloscope and stuff, and maybe do some readings on the scope. So anyway, that's all from KI5JUF, and thanks again, everyone. Have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks again for watching.